taking over, making so much money, pulling up in a Range Rover, quality intact, self-made, got them high motors, get the full meal, you ain't leaving with no leftover, self-made is where it's at, and that's a fact, our impact will be felt, paid in full, everybody's back, change the game of our ways, you would think we abstract, form my own opinion, do you think we pointed on the act, call a spade, game winner, minutes ball game, never doubt us, the high quality remains the same, always gotta work, build content, frame by frame, try to go the other side, but man, this is self-made. Self-made.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are live. We in the building. Welcome to Destination Dynamite, the number one AEW Dynamite review in the game, the hottest AEW Dynamite review in the game. As you may know me, it's your boy Marcus. Usually it's Good Job Marcus on the little panel here, but it's a new day. It's a new era. It's self-made shit, self-made forever. It is now self-made Marcus, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes, so, I know that's right.
Yeah, get the staffs in. And normally this will be a 3-person booth. We'll have Jess with us on here usually. Today she's on the injured reserve list, but we're gonna pull off when she's able to come on with us. But for right now, I got my intro out the way. And joining me on this little journey here we got going is the lovely Jana. Jana, welcome to Self-Made. Welcome to Destination Dynamite. Tell the people how you feeling.
I'm feeling good. You know, it is not my first rodeo with the Self-Made team. It's been since day one. Pandemic, I'm talking. I'm very excited. And I know y'all heard that custom Self-Made intro, honey. I know y'all heard that rap. I know you heard the bar.
Yep.
Let's get into it.
Yeah, but before we do that, make sure y'all like the video. Make sure if y'all on Twitter talking about this, y'all use the hashtag Destination Dynamite. Get y'all super chats in because this is going to be a show where we're going to be as non-linear and as less bullet pointy as possible because let's face it, when you watch these reviews, do you want us to go through every single thing that happens on a 2-hour show? In this case, a 3-hour show, be like, boom, 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 boom. No. We're going to talk about what matters. We're going to talk about what's important. And you, the viewer, you in the chat, will play a big role in this. Because we have some segments, as you can see on the left-hand side here. We will allow y'all to be as interactive as humanly possible. So let's go. Let's get it. Get y'all super chats in. Like I said, like the video. Do all that. Leave a comment. Absolutely leave a comment. And let's get it. So, Jana, I'm going to let you start this off. The first segment that we had today. Spark the conversation.
Spark the conversation. So, as y'all know, even though I'm not the biggest fan of 3-hour shows, it's where the best wrestle. So yesterday we had a special 3-hour edition of AEW Dynamite. And it was the go home show for Full Gear. That is this Saturday. And we had a lot happen. We had Ricochet, Bobby Lashley. We had the Young Bucks. And they're a little bit torn right now on which way they want to go. We had Mercedes Moné. We had Shelton Benjamin. We had Kazuchika Okada. We had Hangman. We had the absolute best roster be put on the forefront for this show. So let's start off with not my favorite intro segment, but Ricochet and Bobby Lashley.
Well, I can't wait to hear your thoughts on this one.
I don't even want to have thoughts. Let me tell you something. I love Ricochet. He's made such a 180 from his WWE days, but I can see why he wasn't a promo guy in WWE. It was painful. You know, they tried the whole thing of, we're going to edge you guys a little bit and get the, the beat down started, but then I'm going to bring it back and talk about me and talk. He talked too much. But luckily, he saved it. He did his womanly scream, and Bobby Lashley got tired of it, threw him, and we got the match started. I liked the match. I did. I thought it was fun. Do I think we needed the promo? Absolutely not. But I thought it was fun. It was something light once the match got started because everybody wants to see Bobby Lashley in his brute strength. And he flung Ricochet like a rag doll. And it was a nice way to start the show. I liked it. A little palate, little refresher from that promo. So I think it saved it a little bit. We didn't need the promo though, in my opinion. Not at all.
Nah, not really. See, what I will say about this is I get what they were going for. It's
Hmm.
basically just to highlight the fact that Ricochet's annoying as all hell, and it's kind of further the whole him and Hurt Syndicate deal, and going into the Casino Gauntlet. Because this was for the number one spot in that match on Saturday
Hmm.
for the national championship. And Ricochet basically just got on his nerves, cut a promo, shout out MVP for him botching his promo segment introduced to the national championship last week, which was hilarious. I'm gonna give
Hmm.
Ricochet that one. And then he just kind of just said Boston sucks except for Samantha Irvin's from here. So shout out to my wife.
Right.
Always
And
shout out to your wife, ladies and gentlemen.
oh,
Oh,
there was no pop when they mentioned my girl. There was no pop. There was no
hey,
pop.
Bob. You know what,
There was
Boston? I'm gonna talk about y'all one of these days on this show. It is what it is. I saw some things about y'all. It was a real black card. It was a lot of black people on the show. Black women main evented. I'm gonna say something about that. We gonna talk. But anyway, Bobby just kicked the shit out of Ricochet after the whole promo deal. Got the 1, 2, 3. Caught the spear gun, which was very fun. And
Mhm.
Bobby Lashley is number one in the Casino Gauntlet.
Which is
Now,
gonna
how?
eat.
Nah,
God,
for
it's
sure.
gonna
He's gonna throw everybody around. Just be a just be a big horse, and then just call it a day. Which honestly, this is a nice little setup because if I already didn't think it already, which I did going into the dial being announced, Ricochet is absolutely walking out of New Jersey with that championship. Like I can already
yeah.
see it. He got his ass kicked. Bobby's number one. He's gonna weasel his way into the match somewhere, and he's gonna win. Boom.
It's needed. I think it's needed not only for a little shakeup in the roster. I think it's needed because you have Bobby in that match. If I'm not mistaken, you also have Shelton Benjamin in that match.
Correct.
So we have, if you're catching what I'm trying to go with this, there's a lot of factors at play because this is a singles title that they're fighting for, and you have the Hurt Syndicate, who are very much a tight knit crew, well oiled machine. If either of them, let alone both of them, lose, especially to Ricochet and have him as champion, that's definitely, I feel like, going to cause some cracks in the Hurt Syndicate. And plus, I feel like Ricochet needs a singles title to really establish him and put him on a more prominent spot on TV so people can get used to him more and he can work out those little kinks he has with his promos.
Yeah, like he's been on the cold quest for gold thing for months and months, and he was kind of in the running for the TNT Championship. I'm pretty sure he was probably in the plans to win it until they pivoted to Kyle Fletcher, which is it's fine. Young star on the rise, you want to give him a belt, and he's had a really good reign. And we'll get to the Mark Briscoe stuff for Full Gear with him. But Ricochet's kind of been lost in the wind for a little bit. Like they give him the faction with the Demand and Gates of Agony. That's been a good little thing. I like the group, but it kind of feels a little directionless. So Ricochet being the champion and just kind of barnstorming all throughout the country and even going down to CMLL, doing stuff with New Japan Strong if they have shows here and stuff like that. He could be a traveling champion. He could be a traveling just asshole that is a heel that gets booed everywhere, which I'm all good with. That's something for him to do, and I like that for him. So that's a good thing.
Oh, absolutely.
And yeah, for shout out to Ricochet. And for that, I think I'll bounce off. And again, this is a 3-hour show. A lot of things went on. It's a go home, and this is kind of what they're gonna do from now on. Since they got the HBO Max deal, it's gonna be 3-hour go home shows. The tailgate brawl, which is gonna be on free TV, and then you have pay per view. Good little formula to get in whatever you need to get in. And for go home shows, my thing I always look for is where are the promos. I'm not like a big talk every 10 seconds guy or anything like that, but I do like to see promos. I do like to see heated segments. I do like to see things like that. And I do want to stress that there were some things I really liked. I really liked the Kyle O'Reilly and John Moxley thing, which we'll get to. And the Young Bucks and Kenny Omega segment, even though it's kind of bizarre what Kenny's been doing for the last year, not in a
Right.
terrible way, but it's just kind of like something to look
It's
for.
different from what we're used to with Kenny, for sure.
Correct, correct. Speaking of which, got a couple super chats here. You want to get in those right quick?
Let's get into them.
All right. My man
All right.
Anjan PM, $5. Just what we was about to get into. The Kenny Omega Don Callis feud is closing in on 3 years at this point. I desperately need him to be involved with something else at this point, and preferably single stuff.
I agree.
Honestly, I agree wholeheartedly because it's Kenny Omega. You want to see him do important things, and he always had the cachet with the audience, no matter what's going on with him, or no matter what he's feeling at a given time. But the Don Cal stuff is hilarious because it's just kind of on site. It's Kenny versus his shitty agent uncle that basically just threw him to the curb the second he felt he was getting old and up in the tooth. But it has been going on a long ass time. Like, yeah, Cash did it. Yeah, Okada, which it's helped Okada a lot. I will say that much. And the Takeshita Okada feud has been probably the best thing on TV for AEW the last month or so. So it's been a success in that regard. But as for Kenny, I do want to see him do some more exciting things.
I
Let's
agree.
read some more.
I agree 100%.
Not gonna read that name, Chris O something something. Y'all trying to get me in trouble already. We ain't been on here 13 minutes. Y'all trying to get me in trouble with these names, bro. All right, $2. Marcus, you look cute. Don't know if that's an adjective I use for myself, but thank you very much. Not as cute as Zaddy Chris. Okay. Shout out Chris O. He was on one of the self-made sessions on Monday. He was talking about Ao's praying. I don't know why he was doing that, but he was doing his thing. Shout out Chris O. That's my boy right there. Shout out self-made. The homie Mike Zimmerman. $4.99. Appreciate you very much, brother.
Thank you.
Serving my ticket stub for when Destination Dynamite wins Show of the Year next year's Self-Made Awards. Congrats, y'all. Thank you, bro.
Thank you.
Been a long time coming with this. I'm excited. John's excited.
Very
Jess, when she comes on, will be very excited. We're gonna give y'all the best shows we possibly can every single week. Maybe 90 minutes, maybe 9 minutes if it's enough of a show. We don't know, but we're gonna give y'all money's worth, guaranteed. Speaking of the money's worth, keep getting them super chats in. Let's get it. All right, what else we got? And on that note, I think I'll park it there for a minute. And we'll address the Kenny Omega thing. So, Cade, if you must, let's go on ahead and just go right on to the segment that's been near and dear to my heart that I really want to talk about for a minute. I even named it myself.
He did. He very much did, honey.
Yeah, if we was in the creative means, I did my thing on that one. So, ladies and gentlemen, here is the Ballad of Kenny Omega. Kenny Omega, my GOAT, my personal GOAT. The reason I'm watching AEW to this very day. The reason I got into New Japan. The reason I'm still a wrestling fan. His last year, since he came back from diverticulitis, which was a long while, I'm glad he's healthy. I'm glad he's able to still apply his trade for us. Love him to death. It started off really cool, like the whole international championship stuff, burying the hatchet with Will Ospreay, the tag match against Kyle Fletcher and Takeshita in Australia. That was real dope. Winning the international title from Takeshita, getting his lit back on him after he beat him 2 times in a week in 2023, all in, all out. The unification match against Okada, all in. It was a very good match. It was a very good instance of old man wrestling. And before that, the 3-way dynasty with Ricochet and Speedball and Mike Bailey. Lovely stuff. Real cool. Since then, Kenny's just kind of, I don't want to say it's bizarre, but it's very much something where you kind of look at it and it's like, I don't really know if I want Kenny Omega doing this consistently. He's been in a lot of trios matches on TV when he's been able to wrestle on TV. Most of his matches have been multi-mans with the international belt. It was all multi-mans, all 4 ways, 3 ways, all that stuff. And he's kind of just in the Cows family loop, which isn't terrible. But you kind of want him doing something else at times. You kind of want him doing more singles stuff.
It's run its course.
Yeah. See, I get it, though, in the sense that, again, Kenny almost died like a year or 2 years ago. Like, we almost saw his last match against Ethan Page, of all people, which is still crazy to think about.
Not all ego.
Hey, I'm just saying, bro, if someone's going to go out, your last match being against Ethan Page is kind of crazy. But luckily, they caught it, got surgery, took time off. He's back now. But the thing we do have to reconcile with, he's 42 years old and he's been through a lot of shit. Not even just that, not even just diverticulitis, the injuries, just the wear and tear, him wanting to be the best wrestler that he can be for us. The Kyle Fletcher match was going to be a thing, and then you had the reports of him saying, I'm worried it's not going to be the match that I want it to. And it's not going to be what the fans are used to. It's like, Kenny, darling, bro, I love you. You're my GOAT. You are Kenny goddamn Omega, my boy. You can do anything you want to do. You are still that guy. You are still as explosive as ever. You may not be 32-year-old Kenny, but 42-year-old Kenny is better than 98.9% of wrestlers on the planet. Like,
He's seasoned, honey. He's seasoned. He's seasoned.
Exactly. He's still like that. The old man Kenny is a good Kenny. I don't care what nobody say.
You know what I think it is? I feel like since he's been so transparent with the fact that, hey, I almost died, and hey, my time is probably limited in the ring, I think he had so much he wanted to do on his own terms coming back. He had this whole plan, and I feel like people like Ibushi were interwoven with his plan 100%. And when things like that go off the rail and he's not at the physical capacity to go as hard as he once did on a consistent weekly basis, now it's like maybe it just shook him a little bit. Like for the Don Callis family loop, though, I will say I am kind of tired of it. I feel like I'm hoping, I'll say, that once the anticipated reunion with him and the Elite come, where he has Jurassic Express, and then he will hopefully potentially link back up with the Young Bucks, that it'll give something fresh, something new, maybe like a face Elite. That could be something that's fun. I just feel like I also agree with you that he should be doing more. He's Kenny Omega, and he has also many times mentioned presentation wise that he would like to be presented like a Roman Reigns, which he wrestles light years ahead of Roman.
Exactly.
But he does deserve that push. I feel like we've seen people like Roman do the thing and be like given this godlike status. They should do it with him. He's not getting any younger, and he's been telling people that like blatantly. I feel like maybe, all right, you have this reunion, singles, and we push you. Everybody pops for Kenny. He could return every week, and there's a major pop for Kenny. Everybody loves Kenny. I think they just need to really give him this untouchable reign where he can just show up as he pleases, but be given, like, be protected. They shouldn't be having this man get beat down every time he comes to
He's out here fighting for his life every time he comes to run somebody down. Now, he looked cool as hell in that black suit. He was ready for war. I'll give him that now.
He's just like an Olive Garden server getting beat down in the ring.
Yo,
like,
come on. We ain't got to describe it like that, Jana. We ain't got to do Big Kenneth like that.
At an Olive Garden, there's nothing wrong with Olive. Their breadsticks are bomb, honey. But he was just like that yesterday, and I was like, girl, please. Kenny should be like, when Kenny's music hits, everybody got to freeze. Like, we got to stand up. Like, we got to stand up straight. That's what I feel like people are needing, because when he had his belt collector era, everybody was fiending for him, even though there was like some controversy.
Yo, John, I don't mean to cut you off, but I gotta tell you, the whole arena was saying goodbye. What? Good night.
Exactly.
Me included. I was there every damn week.
Like, I loved when he would just like when him and Osprey, when they had that one build. I forget what build it was specifically for. It wasn't for their latest Forbidden Door match, or was it? No, it was before.
It was in the Trios tournament, right?
That Kyle Fletcher. It was still United Empire.
Yeah, it was in the Trios tournament. The Trios tournament.
Yes, and he was just talking even after the show was done, and he was being cocky, he was being arrogant, and they had the heat around it. They were holding back Osprey. That's what people want to see, because he's Kenny fucking Omega. He's he is the wrestler. But I'm not Tony Khan.
Hey, what can you do? Kane want to do his thing. He doesn't feel confident, and it kind of just is what it is. But, brother, you are Kenny Omega. You are that guy still. You will have cachet with us forever. If this is the last hurrah, it's the last hurrah. We're going to be right there with you the whole way. If y'all bring the Elite back, Elite Lord good, y'all can cry. I will be there. Carry on my wayward sons. And speaking of which,
I kind of need one more Okada match. I know people are kind of finicky about it, but I really wasn't fulfilled with their most recent match. I feel like they both held back. If we have Kenny in my perfect world as the heel, like he comes and he's getting his lick on everyone and he comes as he pleases and he's just doing whatever, he's cocky. No Don Callis at all if he goes heel, please. Let Don Callis and his scar go, please. I can't do
The
it.
Harry Potter ass scar.
Let him come, and I kind of want Kazuchika Okada to be like, oh, maybe I'm the bitch.
Yeah, he got his whole he got his whole thing going on with Takeshita, which I'm gonna let play out. But Kenny right now he's in a $1 million trios match with Jurassic Express versus the Bucks and Josh Alexander, that bald head motherfucker that snapped Ibushi damn leg and snapped Naoko Nakazawa's ankle on Collision and said, "Come get your lick back."
Oh my god.
Yeah, and speaking of which, on the Young Bucks side of things, that babyface turn is coming very soon, ladies and gentlemen. They already was playing backstage. They had every single moment from Full Gear. They won the tag titles in 2020. Kenny was there to celebrate with them. Made their return from suspension in New Jersey, mind you. They played all that. Doc Callis is like, yo, y'all got a decision to make. Join the family, or things happen to people that don't join the family. I ain't gonna do it, but just throwing it out there. Had a nice little match with Skyflight. That was Scorpio Sky's first match since he dropped the TNT Championship on Dynamite, which is very funny.
I'm not the biggest fan.
Nah, he cool. He had a nice little TNT title match on Collision with Kyle. He fine. He's just boring. I don't really care for him that much. But shout out Scorpio Sky. He an OG. Top Flight. I've had my opinions on them for years. They're not really hitting on much. But Dante Martin wrestled like he was on Dynamite and it was a real opportunity. So belly up for him.
He did his thing. I was watching and I was like, whoa. Like I wish, I don't know. Because, I feel like in pro wrestling, and you could stop me at any moment if I'm wrong. It's like you could have the moves, but if you don't have that little it factor, it's very hard to make it realistic for somebody to be put in a top star position, because Dante has it. He's young, he has potential, but there's something missing. And I think maybe it's his lack of a character, because if you look at it, does Dante Martin have a character? Like, does he have not a gimmick, but who is he? Like, you had when John Cena had first came out. Shout out to John. He's retiring.
Yeah, well, he
was ruthless. It was ruthless aggression. That was his thing. He was the rookie that, and then he became the cocky white boy rapper, and then he became, hustle, loyalty, respect. What is Dante Martin? I feel like there's nothing there. He has nice moves. He could flip. We have a lot of people who could flip.
But he wasn't really doing a lot of flipping. That's the thing. And he actually decided to pull the bag out against the Bucks. Like, brother, y'all beat them all 5 years ago. Yeah.
Can do that though. That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm so torn on Dante Martin, because what does he have besides that? We have Ricochet, who could do all those moves. We have all of the luchadores who could do those moves. There's nothing that sets him apart. So I don't know. I just felt like it was kind of I don't know. It wasn't.
It is what it is. Like, he's young. Like, you want to say he's got time, but wrestling is very limited. You never know when your time's going to be up. But Good for him. He had a nice performance. But the more important thing was the post-match, where Don Callis is basically just out here. Where the finish was, the Bucks had a little bit of turbulence with Josh. He just snapped out his ankle, 1, 2, 3, boom, boom. And he's just doing the whole, I'm going to break everybody's ankle thing. Like, brother, we've been calling you Kirk Angel for a couple years, Josh, but you're doing your thing right now. You put a little more snap on that ankle lot than you usually did, so I'm going to give you a little tens on that one for sure. And he basically said, yo, I want the Buck, and then Kenny comes out, makes it say, Jurassic Express comes out, makes it say, like, yo, I want the Bucks to snap Kenny's ankle. If y'all ain't going to join, I want y'all to show me what y'all finna do. Sweep the leg. Right. And then y'all see the confliction. I remember you was conflicted, Matthew Nicholas Jackson. This using your influence.
I remember I did the same.
fell into a deep depression.
Found
They was
myself
just
out in the hotel rooms. Ah.
ah! They was just kind of like, yo, I don't know what to do. Should we? Should we not? But Saturday we're gonna see. It's gonna be a killer match. Kenny always shows out. The Bucks always show out. I love what Jurassic Express is doing. I want that singles match with Josh and Kenny one of these days because Lord knows we need that. But
I
that's where
didn't
we
like
at right now.
Angle.
What you feeling about it?
Maybe it was execution. Maybe it was execution. But I feel like I don't know. It felt kind of flat for me. Like, all right, you
Hmm.
have first of all, I love Luchasaurus. I love him dearly. Like
Why
I
he came
do.
out with that vacuum cleaner though?
And why was he running so slow? By the time he got in the ring, the conflict was resolved. I was
Like they
like,
was already out the ring. Kenny got his little look back and then
it
Jackie with
felt,
that big ass shovel.
it felt Disney.
A little bit, I will say that it did feel a little.
They didn't even really do anything, and then you see Jack Perry's taking this big shovel that's like twice his size, and he's like doing this, and then I'm like,
It's like one of them cartoons where you like get like a little object and you get like a little XP and it like triples in size.
I was like, I don't know. It kind of fell flat for me. Like, if they're gonna do the reunion, great. Like, then bring back BTE. Do that, but please, I don't want to see. I feel like everybody needs to go their own direction. Let Kenny go single. Let the Bucks do what the Bucks do best.
Have they babyface tag one that we missed dearly that we didn't get to have in the pandemic? I would love that. But hey, if Elite Lore is what we're doing, I'll be there. It is what it is. And speaking of which, we got a couple more super chats on this same subject.
Let's get it.
And JFP $2. Appreciate you once again. Wake up, Kenny. Do something. Hey, get up, bro. They on your ass. Like the Don Callis family still got beef with you for whatever reason. Kill Don. Him with a one-wing angel. Something. Shit. Andrade will see you when we see you. You know?
Ah!
Free Andrade. I'm just saying. Rich Rogan, $5. Appreciate you. Kane's future seems like a battle between trios every few weeks / every month versus singles match maybe 4 times a year from a physical standpoint. Yeah, that's pretty much what it is. On the pay-per-views is where you're primarily going to see the singles matches. If you do see a singles match, he'll do tags, he'll do 4-ways, 3-ways, trios matches on TV, and a special trios match here on the pay. Like it's fascinating. It's something to look out for the next year if this is it. But it's something to look at. Eddie L21, $5. Appreciate you. Yo, Marcus, good win versus hypothetical men on Sunday. Yes, sir. Y'all, you see what my Jags did against Justin Herbert? We came off a little disastrous, little loss the week before, but we came back home. Hypothetical boy with that bolt in his helmet. Put that boy in the turf all day long. Knocked his ass out in the fourth quarter. Had that boy waving the white flag. My man Bashal Toon was out here tuning their asses up every time he ran the ball. My boy Travis ETM was doing this thing. Good win. We 6-4 on the road to the playoffs. And hi, Jana. Who are your top 5 AEW wrestlers right now?
Ooh. Number 1 is going to be the CEO, Mercedes.
Yes, ma'am. For sure.
I mean, she's your favorite wrestler's inspiration, honey. So let's not even wake that up just yet. We're going to get to that.
Yeah, we'll get to that.
Number 2. Ooh, number 2. I think right now my second favorite has got to be Jon Moxley.
Mm-hmm.
He's been doing his thing. I'm guilty of being somebody who was like, oh my God, like I can't stand him right now when he had the title. But seeing him redeem himself, he's up there. Number 3, Kyle Fletcher. Number 4.
Hold on, I didn't cut you off, but you know the drill, John. Say his full name.
Kyle the Protostar Fletcher, honey.
How sweet it must be to be the Protostar Kyle Fletcher. I know what it is.
If y'all know, you know. I'm very fond of Mr. Fletcher. His transformation, because y'all tried it when he cut his hair and said that he was trying to look like Randy Orton. truth be told, he out wrestles Randy Orton. So
Let's talk about that. Y'all still be on that shit too. We see y'all.
wrestles Randy Orton, honey. Let Randy do some of those moves he did pre-shoulder injury, and he's gonna end up with the shoulder injury again. So,
Well, I appreciate it.
4. Number 4, Megan Bain.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
Talk about seeing a star rise. Like, even though she's not like someone who's like, she has the potential to be a star and she's developing really well. I love her and I feel like she's gonna be, give her a year or two and she's gonna be somebody who's well rounded. And then number 5, number 5 is gonna have to be Kyle O'Reilly.
I see it. Shout out Kyle O'Reilly.
Black and Gold NXT.
Okay.
He's someone that got in the shuffle after the hype died down of his AEW debut, and he, got mixed up with the whole Adam Cole business where they were like doing that weird. What was it? It was the Kingdom.
It was like the Undisputed Kingdom and all that stuff.
Undisputed Kingdom. That. And I feel like everybody, he was so underrated because we always look at Roderick Strong, which I love Roderick Strong. But everybody would look at Roddy and Adam. And now with his recent performances, Kyle is showing y'all the talent he's always had. I like when he shies away from the conglomeration stuff. I feel like it waters him down a little bit and makes him too comedic. So those are my 5. It's going to be Mercedes, Mox, the Proto Star, Kyle Fletcher, Megan Bain, and Kyle O'Reilly. Those are my 5.
There y'all have it, chat. John's top 5 AEW wrestlers right there. And speaking of which, I'm gonna read this little super chat right here from the homie Vernacular. $4.99. Appreciate you, my boy. Welcome to Destination Dynamite. Congrats on the new show, y'all. Thank you once again. I just wanted to pop in and say that the Wrestler of the Year is a year-long award, and Moxley FC is feeling pretty good right now. So, without further ado, this right here is a segment that I also came up with, John and myself. That this is where the chat, are going to play a big part role comes in. Okay? Without further ado, bring them on to my personal favorite segment that we're going to do on this show. Real Murzik. And right here, there you go. Got hit that abbreviation, Murzik, From the South, baby, gotta do that. But yeah, right here, this is what we're gonna do. John and myself are gonna give you a nomination for a match of the week / angle of the week. And you, the chat, are gonna vote on what we give y'all. And by the end of the show, by Final Destination, we're gonna read off the winner. And without further ado, my match of the week, my angle of the week, this is gonna be angle for me, is the post match of the Death Riders and Roderick Strong Orange Cassidy tag match. Really good tag match, by the way. Orange Cassidy, I have my qualms about you sometimes. The fatigue has been there for me from him as a singles wrestler. But in a tag scenario where he kind of just does his stuff and gets in, gets out, especially with a guy like Roderick Strong, who, by the way, whatever conditioning you do, Roddy, send me the plan, brother, because you got a gas tank from absolute hell. You should be in there doing your thing. Like, good match. The post match is where we really want to talk about. So Mox wins because Claudio does the giant uppercut. Mox, like a little hoe, comes in, does the bulldog choke. You put no work in on that assignment, brother. We saw you. But hey, we all got fears. Some folks can't cross bridges. Some people can't drive cars. Some people don't like swimming. John Moxley don't like getting put in ankle locks, and he don't like putting in the work, and he don't like being what he say he about. But that's okay. The Death Riders come in like a pack of hyenas jumping our beautiful baby faces. They jump the conglomeration. Kyle O'Reilly's music hit, even though it's stock music. I'm going to need him to get Dance Away back, like he had in his first AW run. I'm going to need that. When he comes into a really nice pop, he goes for absolutely nobody, double legs Mox, puts him in that damn ankle lock and ain't letting go. Doesn't let go at all. No matter what Claudio, no matter what Garcia, no matter what anybody does, he just refuses to let go of the hold. He lets go of it for like a brief second, puts it back on again with a smile on his face, and just tries to snap his damn ankle. And Moxie's just out there shivering like a little bitch, like he been doing. Like I said, he'll like get put the ankle off for the last month and a half. He bitched out in the first match they had on Dynamite where he hit the ref. He got put in the chokehold on the outside. All right, double count out, whatever. Ray comes and hits the ref. And then finally we get his ass in blood and guts, and he taps, and his ass and his ankle belongs to the king of the type 1 diabetics, Kyle O'Reilly himself. And coming off of that, yeah, you see that? Yeah, I got me one. Shout out to diabetics out there. Shout out. Anyway, that's my nomination. And coming off the back of that, Full Gear. It's official. Jon Moxley versus Kyle O'Reilly. No holds barred. I am locked in. Let's fucking go. The best angle of the entire show. It was the best. It was the most accomplished thing on the entire 3 hours, in the sense of sell me on the pay-per-view. Sell me on what you guys are doing. Give me a red hot angle to really go home to. Because this is a go home TV show. Mm-hmm. Kyle put his ass in that ankle lock. Kyle wasn't really doing much until he got involved in this Jon Moxley program, and he's getting giant pops, which I'm really happy for. Because I remember that little mini run that he was getting in fall to summer 2022, where he got that match with Darby on Double or Nothing. Real fun match, by the way. And he had the match against Jon Moxley for #1 contendership for the AEW World Title. That was the last we saw him for over 2 years. Couldn't move his arm, couldn't pick up his daughter. And he kind of just spun his wheels when he did come back in the whole like Undisputed Kingdom verse. Put on some really good matches, but he's actively back to form right now. And it's really fun to watch Jon Moxley after losing the belt, like do things of importance with other guys on the roster and really try to get them over and get them to a point where they're being taken seriously. And I'm really glad Kyle O'Reilly's getting an opportunity. So that's my nomination for Real Music right there. The post-match angle.
Love it. Mine is going to be a match.
All right. What you got?
At all. This is not biased at all. But it's going to be Mercedes versus Red Velvet for to see who's the true ROH women's champion, okay? I loved it. I feel like it gave Red Velvet a true showing. I feel like Crew, if you know, you know, there's somewhat of a history there with Mercedes and Red Velvet. And to see Red Velvet come into form and completely detach herself from like the whole situation with like Kiera Hogan and all that stuff and come into it as singles, not just a single star, but as a singles champion was really great. I loved her offense that she got in the match. And everyone's been talking about the lung blower from not the top rope, honey, but from the middle rope.
Right.
I felt like it was cool to also have Chris Statlander in commentary. Is she the best at commentary? No, but not too much. My girl, it was her first time.
I love you, Stat. I love you to death. You my champ. You my goat. You my demon.
But stay off.
Let's not do too many of the commentary things.
That's
it got a little.
Maybe she was just nervous.
It'd be like that.
I liked that, they were messing with each other during the match. You have Mercedes being the little pendeja she is and, pushing Red Velvet into Chris and then standing tall. But they both got their offenses in. I really enjoyed the match. I feel like it set up the upcoming Women's World Championship match up at Full Gear really well, because I feel like people are like, oh, Chris can't lose. Oh, Mercedes can't lose. For me, it's so like either 6, 7. No, I'm just kidding, but it's so like it can go either way. Like it can really go either way because Chris is all about focus. I feel like it could go with Chris that maybe she's too focused and is overlooking some things, because Mercedes, since her recent run-ins with Chris, she's been pulling out different moves, different maneuvers. She's been gaining all these titles. I don't know. I just really loved the match. I feel like there were little intricacies, especially having Chris ringside. So I feel like it set it up well. That was my real Murzik nomination on the match side.
All right, there you have it. So for me, again, I have the post match angle. I have the conglomeration versus Death Riders tag match plus the post match angle, and Jana has Mercedes Monet versus Red Velvet. So let me know. Let us know what y'all feeling in the poll, and we'll read the poll results off at the very end of the show. So keep it going. Keep your super chats going. Keep the likes going. What else you got, John?
I have one more match I want to do.
Oh, yeah, one more. Let's get it.
I want to do Shelton Benjamin versus Speedball.
All right.
I loved it. Shelton Benjamin. If his age wasn't accessible via like internet, like if there was no way for us to know what his age really was, you would think this man was in the prime of his career. I feel like he's having a second prime. And I just love that despite all the little backstage stuff and rumors of like people saying like that there was like this tiff with MVP and Speedball, that they just work so well together. You know,
I don't mean to cut y'all, but I gotta talk about that real quick.
yeah.
If you out there still hating on the Hurt Syndicate after the work they be putting in the last couple months since dropping those tag belts, since this feud with the Demand and Ricochet, and since the Shelton Benjamin singles minutes last night with Speedball, take that shit over to Blue Sky, brother. We don't need that. We don't like that shit. And I already know what your political views and your values may lean on if you don't like the Hurt Syndicate. I'm just saying. She said, not me.
I know that our has red banners, honey, but don't bring that over here.
Hey, man, I see some Confederacy things over there. We know they from South Carolina. I know y'all some Confederates over there. Hey, no Shelton. But again, she also likes to put in Shelton Benjamin versus Speedball Mike Bailey in the poll. Like that up. Get your super chats going. Like this video. Comment on this video. Y'all gonna take us in the directions that y'all want to take us into. We're not gonna just bullet point this whole thing now, baby. We done got through a third hour match. We done got through the first hour matches. We're gonna keep going. We're gonna keep going throughout the show. For sure that. And let me read one more thing from the homie Baydoon. I had to do this one. 499. Big Mod, Big Baydoon. If you're in the self-made Discord, y'all know what he be doing in there. He killing it. Marcus, my boy, you and John are killing so far. What do y'all think is stealing the show on Saturday? Easy answer. It's Mercedes versus Chris Statlander. The best match on the show by a country mile. Because it's a pay-per-view where I'm gonna park it here real quick, talk about the full gear card in totality. So I'm gonna pull up the card real quick, and I'm gonna read it off and see what the hot and cold is on it for y'all, and for you, Jana. Let me see.
Pull it up on my iPad too, if that makes it easy.
There you go. There you go. All right. So on the main card, you got Chris Statlander versus Mercedes Moné for the Women's World Championship. Hangman Page versus Samoa Joe in a steel cage match for the AEW Men's World Championship.
It could be very good though.
Yeah, I'm not really feeling the feud that much as I thought I would, because with Samoa Joe, I'm not really sure if I really feel him and take him as seriously as I'd like to as a world champion challenger right now. Like he may win, he may not. We don't know. We'll see what happens. But see, the steel cage stipulation is interesting because you just did the blood and guts and now you're doing it on the cage. Something might happen in there. Like you got the ops out of the equation more or less, but we'll see what goes down with that. And it's a rematch, which this card is really heavy on rematches, and I don't love it. That's kind of just the curse of having so many pay-per-views now, I guess. And I like Heyman's doing good work. The match with Shibata was really fun. It was really fun to watch Shibata wrestle as a heel, and Joe on commentary was great. And Heyman had a funny in-ring promo afterwards. But there was a promo on the countdown where he was like, "Yo, remember what happened to the last dude that wrestled me in the steel cage match? I would do that to you too, Joe." I was like, that's my cowboy.
You know,
now I'm hyped up.
I love Hangman to death. I do, but I feel like he hit harder when he's playing the role of somebody who isn't a champion. Like, I want him to be champion, but if he could tap into his mode when he's chasing the championship, I feel like people would be more receptive to him as champion because people wanted him to be champion, but now I see, there's different discourse of like, oh my god, like we don't even really like care about it now. Like other things are overshadowing it. I don't know what it is. It's like I don't think that he waters himself down, but I feel like he does dial himself back a little bit when he is champion because
He's
I
a
wanted
very
to
nice
be
guy. And he's a very, very
right.
giving champion, which is a good thing, especially as babyface at the top of the company. The only thing is he is also kind of cursed with the fact that this is where you miss having Swerve Strickland. It's where you miss having MJF right now, even though I didn't love the whole like gives these backstage staying at Full Gear. I mean, Forbidden Door, excuse me. And this is where you miss Will Ospreay. Like you miss those top guys, those credible guys, and you're kind of just trying to do the whole break glass kiss for emergency thing with Joe. And honestly, the Falls Count Anywhere match with Hobbs last week kind of showed me I'm more interested in Powerhouse Hobbs being the challenger right now instead of Joe, which is a funny Twitter turn of events. Shout out Powerhouse Hobbs, he did his thing. I hope your ass is okay, bro, because you landed right on that motherfucker real hard, brother. But
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I like Joe, but I just don't really take him as seriously as I'd like to, especially the heel, because I'm not really keen on booing him personally. And I don't think a lot of the audience is either. So that's just kind of what it is. And we got Brodito versus FTR for the World Tag Team Championships. I know that look. I know that look. I know that look. Look, listen. FTR,
Hey.
they be they doing their thing out there, I guess. And they be fighting with old men. They be fighting with Ricky Steamboat. They be,
I
talking for
like
15
Brody.
minutes.
I I think right now with because I love Brodito,
Love him
FTR.
so much.
Okay, so FTR had so much going on in so many different directions. Like we had the whole thing with Christian and Cope that went nowhere because Cope had to go film. Which hey, get your bag.
You
Thank
wasn't feeling the Beth Phoenix intro during the
No, no,
match. You
no.
wasn't feeling
I
that.
liked it. And if you know me, you know I'm not the biggest fan of Beth Phoenix. I liked it because she, usually they'll have it to where it's like, oh, I'm gonna save my wife. No, she took that bump. She did that spot, honey. Um, but it went nowhere. My thing is like, if you know that this man is gonna go away for a few months to film a show, why do you pull that trigger? Why do you pull that
It's
trigger?
Adam Cole. You know how we do. He does his little segments. He does his little matches that are kind of boring. And he pieces out and he's a return pop merchant. It is what it is with him.
Like it was it's like if you're gonna strike, you gotta strike while it's hot because people I feel like AEW fans are more welcoming and accepting of Christian because back in the day Edge was the more popular one or the more pushed one. Now it's when Christian comes out, Christian gets like the pop. Of course Edge is gonna get a pop. He's cold. I'm sorry, not
Hey,
Edge.
we gonna talk about Christian one day.
But it's like I'm like, y'all did that and y'all know he's gonna go away for a few months. This is dull now.
I don't want to see
I
FTR.
I don't
They're
want to
gonna win those
see
titles.
FTR. I don't want to see
Yes,
them. I'm tired of them.
it's like I get the appeal and everything with some people, Ibu and Joe Hobart. I love y'all, but y'all gotta figure
I
that out.
love
But
FTR. Listen, they supported my girl Mercedes and Bailey when everybody was doing them hate trains against them. They did. They supported them. I love them. But with Stokely, I don't. I don't love them with Stokely.
and I
I
like the
don't.
Stokely thing, but it's just like the most consistent thing he's done. But the whole like some of the promo segments have been kind of weird. I ain't gonna lie, but I like Stokely. I like the pairing. I get the idea of it, but
Stoke should be like you remember when there was people power.
oh my
You
god, you giving me flashbacks. I don't know if I like you flashbacks.
it's, but hear me out. And if this ends up being good and this is put on TV in any kind of way, what I'm about to say, and it works out, Tony Khan cut me my check. My username is here. If you had Stokely Holloway in a role like similar to People Power, to like when that little doo doo would go off, everybody got annoyed. you would put him way over than you are having him with FTR. Let's be real. He really doesn't make sense with FTR. FTR doesn't need that. In my humble opinion, he
I
could be
get you. I
he
get
could
you.
be something so different. Like if they had like a fake general manager, like Christopher Daniels, you can
I don't
have
know
the
about.
same.
I don't know about general manager. We tried that before. I
No,
don't know
no,
about that one.
they're not general manager, but if you had like those entities like Christopher Daniels when he was like, this is not allowed, like when he was really strict with the EVPs, honey, and you had like the one who's opposite, maybe you have him on Collision, Stokely, and it's just like a, oh my god, like he's a silly, colorful character. I don't think he's needed with FTR. FTR aren't even faces anymore, so it doesn't really work. Cause I'm sorry if I'm like be intimidated by you as a heel, and you have this little guy just being comedic, I'm not taking you seriously as a heel.
Like it's pretty much just power and glory cosplay. You know how FTR likes to pay tribute to all these old tag teams. I get it. He's basically playing a role of Slick, and it's funny at times. Other times the segments are a little too long. Like Cash about to get his ass beat by a FedEx guy in Philly. That was funny as hell. And Stokes been cool. Like I'm glad he's found his footing more or less. But I pretty much accepted. Listen, everyone. FTR winning those tag championships a full year. Don't get pre mad about it now. It is what it is, bro. I love Brodito to death. I want to stay together as a team. Bandito, who's my wrestler of the year right now, doing his thing, being in the C2 would be awesome. Which we'll get to. Don't y'all worry. We'll get to that at the end. But I don't think I'm ready to see them lose them belts. I know what's happening, but I don't know. Anyway,
Rodito, hold on, we gotta pour one out for Rodito, man. Gone too soon.
love them so much. One of the best tag teams they've ever put together. Did so much for both of them.
Too much, too much, too much, too much.
Sing the song. Play that sample.
Give my boys the wing. Oh my god. I love Brodito. I'm sorry. They're so fun to me. Their dynamic works so well, bro.
They
But then
saved the
again,
tag
early
division too. Like the division was in a little bit of a mess. They're one of the best babyfaces. They wrestle every week. Brody King's having something to do. I'm so happy for him. Bandito coming back from the injuries, the concussion on the return angle. He being in a feud with He Who Shall Not Be Named will probably be out the company by the top of the year. He's doing his thing now. He's my wrestler of the year. Singles Bandito coming soon, but don't break the team up. Do not break the team up.
I can't wait for Destination Dynamite after that old man is announced or comes back at that Rumble. Because the day that man is confirmed to be out of my company, we're gonna have like bottles popping on stream because
Man, I'm getting my vocal cords ready. I'm singing. Oh
I need hang
beautiful.
on and I need that 1-star rated dentist out of this company.
I don't know who that is, but whatever.
I
Anyway,
excuse.
the homie Bam, $2 super chat. Why can't TK book Hanger well as champion? Well, I'll say it's a couple things. One, Heyman is an elite chaser, and he's one of those guys where if he's on the chase, he's fantastic. Everyone's behind him. As champion, everyone's behind him. It's just at times a lot of bad luck happens. One, the MJF Punk thing unfortunately caught fire, and then I don't know they for some reason decided they could put the belt on Punk. That's another story. Here, Heyman's just suffering from the fact that he won the championship after 7 months of absolute heat, suffocating the show with the Death Riders. Had the big moment with him taking the belt out that damn briefcase. He's basically a peacetime world champion. And to be brutally honest, I'm gonna just say that this is a thing for the fans, this thing for bookers. Bookers and wrestling fans hate peace. Y'all like conflict and y'all like mess and y'all like drama and y'all like a heel to be on top and the babyface to chase and be triumphant and all that
It
stuff.
works
It
though.
does, but can we just have a peacetime champion where he just puts on killer matches, has some heated angles with guys, and the heated angle thing got taken out the window because everyone's hurt, and then you have to kind of just patchwork it, unfortunately. So he kind of got settled with that stuff. It sucks. Hammond's been a good champion in my book. I've liked him a lot. I don't think he's been overshadowed per se, but a lot of his stuff has been like really simple and meat and tails and understated. It kind of just
I
is one of those things.
They have to just know how to keep it fresh when you
Keep it
make,
fresh, keep it rolling.
because not everybody can do that on their own, like at all.
You
Not
need
every,
people to wrestle. I know you're trying to heat up not Samoa Joe nachos for 2 straight pay-per-views. I love Samoa Joe,
I
but the
do love.
people around Powerhouse Hobbs, right, is right there. I think I find him a lot more interesting as a World Title challenger. That would take AEW fixing their main event formula because they don't have to be 25 minutes of just knockdown drag out. Let Hobbs kick people's ass for 10, 15 minutes. It works.
I
It's cool.
would like to see like, because they, I will say AEW has restored the feeling. What they wanted
Yeah.
to do last year, they have accomplished this year. But what I think has made it work are the new faces that have been at the forefront. Because it's a new, they're doing, bringing a new generation forward the right way. Like with someone like Hangman, though, there has to be so it only worked him, in my opinion. Don't come for me, anybody. It only worked the way it did because of how Moxley was getting received by the fans at that point, because
I
people
will
were
say, I will
genuinely
say he was getting better as a heel at that time. Like a lot of the stuff he did was really, really bad and really, really just like, why are we doing this? But by Double or Nothing, and when Heyman was clearly in the picture, that's when the shift happened with Mox, and that's how he was able to be a good mountain for Heyman to climb, so to speak. He doesn't have a mountain to really climb right now. He doesn't really have someone that's just a complete another supervillain yet. We're kind of just treading water with it. And that's kind of the thing with AEW right now in the fall. Yeah, we know the pattern. They start to get the ducks in a row by Revolution. Things start getting into the picture. The Owen happens, Double or Nothing is usually good. And then you get to the summer and you build it all in. That's where all the real money making and the real heat happens. And then you kind of get that come down off the roller coaster. And then you get in the football season, and the Jags are actually good for once, or at least interesting and not an embarrassment. So Tony's got like 75 things on his plate. So things that you weren't really seeing on TV are starting to creep up. Some of the awards are there. And then they kind of hold on for dear life until the C2. And that's what they start getting popping. Sunrise, sunset. So that's just what it
I will
is.
say that All In season, like their road to All In,
That
because
shit was
that
banging.
I, because beyond, let's be real, All In is their mania, like, and
Yes.
it, their pay-per-views are so good. That's why I'm like, what is it that they do differently when they're producing these pay-per-views that can't be taken into week to week shows for each wrestler? Because each pay-per-view is so good. And I'm like, I don't know. I don't know. I feel like Hangman needs to, because it's not just booking. I feel like it's character work as well.
I
It's
think the character work's been good. It's just that it's a lot less like fire breathing dragon, which is a side of him that people really love. It's very he's a peacetime champion. Like I remember in the movie Godfather, like when Sonny and Tom was arguing, he's like, I need a wartime Chris Singlier. Heyman can be a wartime champion, and I love him as that. But he is the ultimate babyface in a time of relative peace after a reign of terror that we had for 7 months. It feels different. And it feels comfortable. And
too.
wrestling TV
It feels too lax.
needs to be uncomfortable.
It feels too lax. Honestly, it does.
And it does feel a little lackadaisical. The babyface feel a little more whimsical than I love. So
So
it's a weird disconnect. But yeah. Got another super chat from the homie Lyric. $4.99. What's happening? What's happening? Appreciate the super chat. I just got here but wanted to say hello and congrats on your first show, John and Marcus. Thank you so much. Thank you for rocking with us this whole time. Appreciate you tuning in. Appreciate everybody tuning in.
I
Again,
love Lyric. Y'all should
yep.
go tune into Lyric. She does some Dynamite Diaries as well. So
Yeah, for sure.
not
Going
hard
to
to review. If you want some good opinions, and she does her articles, honey, tap in.
yeah, for sure. Once again, like this video up. Got 162 people in here. Do y'all thing. Gonna keep y'all interactive in this whole chat. Get y'all super chats in. We reading them off. Y'all taking us in on the destination. We got the final destination coming up at the very end of this, but on the way there, it's gonna be a winding road, and y'all are gonna be the conductors. We gonna give y'all everything that we want to give. We got y'all for sure, for sure. And let me see another one. I saw earlier from the homie AJ. Where we at? Where we at? Where we at? Okay. Oh, it was a 199 super chat that he read. I don't know where it is, but it was about the women's tag tournament, and it's been how he feels that's been bizarre. I'll say this. Let's park it there for a second. Let's talk about the women's tag tournament. So the semifinal rounds are on the left hand side of the bracket. You have Babes of Wrath, Harley Cameron, and Willow Nightingale. Love them. Versus the Sisters of Sin. What you doing, John? What's that look?
Say the card, and I'm gonna give my thought.
All right. So on the right side, I know where this is going. On the right side, we got the Timeless Love Bombs, Tony Storm and Mina Shirakawa. They wrestled Riho and Alex Windsor on Dynamite in their first round, coming out of the fallout from Blood and Guts, where Tony surrendered on behalf of the babyfaces to keep Mina from getting hurt. And then below them, we have Megan Bayne and Marina Shafir. They beat Ty J, expectedly. We'll get to that match. We'll get to whatever y'all was talking about on the timeline this morning. So that's the semifinal match on that side. And in Full Gear, there'll be a 4-way tag match between the semifinal participants. Winner picks stipulation for the semifinal match. Jana, I see you. Thumbs down. I see you at the frame. I see you at the camera. Let's roll it up. What you got?
I don't know how Babes of Wrath have made it this far.
It's one match. They doing their thing.
Let's get serious. Let me lock
Okay,
it.
let's get serious.
Water to the side. Let me lock it.
Let's go.
I can't take. I don't like gimmick. I like there's a difference between gimmicks and character. And I'm gonna break that down because I feel like oh my God, I can't. Okay, Harley Cameron, I love you so much, babe. I love you. You're great. Love you. However, we need to get Willow out of this situation. Willow Nightingale is someone who can I feel like, and I'm just gonna say it, she can surpass how Bayley was when Bayley was in her prime hugger days, how over she was with people and how marketable she was to people. You have Willow Nightingale who can do that, but she also knows how to take it to that extreme level. And you have her with Harley Cameron. I love Harley Cameron, but she should not have made it this far. I get it, having them do a little shock win, but going this far, we could have Willow doing different things. She should be singles only, but pushed on a consistent basis. And it doesn't even have to be in AEW. She should be traveling. We've seen Megan Bayne. She did all these tournaments. She was in her bag.
Doing it right now.
Like, just going back to back, that's building and solidifying herself as a singles competitor. I don't know why we have Willow Nightingale basically dragging along Harley. Harley is someone who needs development. She's gorgeous. She has the look. She has that presence that make people want to root for her because she has the little puppet thing, but she only has the little puppet Monet. The little, what is it? Yeah, Puppet Monet. Yeah, Mini Monet. And it's fun, but I don't want to see Willow go down this rabbit hole where she's stuck in a tag division in a team that really isn't realistic because it's one person that's so obviously getting carried by the other. I need that done. It could have went to Miss Mello and Miss Anna J. They in my opinion.
They could have gone to who?
They should still be in the tournament. Not Babes of Wrath.
All right.
Oh, wait a minute.
All right.
Wait a minute.
Hey, y'all see it. We got the first disagreement of the damn show, everybody. Like this up. Y'all see. Here we go.
Anna J, on many times we've seen them try to push her as singles and it just isn't working. She's with her best friend. That's something that works because they want to be in a team together. And that's actually a team that, with the right exposure and having them on tag matches every week, they can make nice moves. They have the look to be in a tag team. Why the fuck do we have Willow Nightingale with a ventriloquist?
I mean, in fairness, you got the 4-time women's world champion in the tag tournament too. This is a new division. It's a new belt. You need star power in it, and they're stars. And the tag team is very fun, and I like the dynamic between the two. And the decisions that have been made in the tournament, in terms of the booking, in terms of who's gone through, they've all been the correct calls, and people have called them shocks. I'm gonna say this right here. I'm gonna put the camera real close. I'm gonna come real close to this camera. None of these decisions are shocking. Not a single one of them. I'm not sure why people are saying this, but none of these are surprising in the slightest.
I was shocked.
The way they were kind of setting this up, especially with the first round match with Sisters of Sin and Amina and Jamie. Amina and Jamie were beating their asses for like a month and a half, and they're building blood and guts alongside of it. And they won the tag match to pick their opponent, and they picked the guy they've been beefing with for months. Of course they lost. And then Bezaraf, hard as you star, you want her in, trying to further the Statlander stuff with Mercedes of not being focused and doing everything but focus on that world championship. They go out in the first round, and Harley gets the pin. You set up a time match with Dina off of the back of that, and you have to take Harley seriously somehow, some way. Somebody got to get pinned, and Harley got to do something of significance. So there is that.
A pin don't mean nothing. You and I both know. We have watched different companies. We both know a win don't mean shit.
It usually don't. It usually doesn't. But in the context,
follow up with those things. Okay. All right. She needed those wins. She literally pinned Athena.
Somebody had to give in.
Athena. Do you realistically think that not Willow, because Willow has it. Do you really think that Harley Cameron has what it takes to be given the responsibility to? Because if you're tag champions, inaugural tag champions, as we've seen in previous companies, you have to know how to properly be champions, especially with something that's new like that. Do you think that she has the power to appropriately establish an inaugural championship like the women's tag championships? That's something that people are like, oh, it's going to fail, because we've seen it fail miserably before.
Because people are preemptively wanting this to fail and preemptively booking it to fail. And who says they were going to win this tournament? They're not winning it. You just wanted to be established.
It this far. They should not have made it this far. Oh my god.
Do you want to heel? Bro, a heel versus heel on the one side of the bracket and a heel babyface on one side of the bracket just wasn't going to work. And again, they're doing blood and gut stuff on the back of it, though.
Why can't we have face versus face? Why can't we have heel versus heel? It makes it more like unpredictable, because you're not like, oh, they're gonna go the feel good way. No, I want to see who's gonna come out on tight. Bring your baddest bitch. I want to see who's the baddest bitch.
I get that, but hey, in the context of what they've been doing with all these feuds being built side by side, and in the context of, again, Blood and Guts and Tony and Mina on one side of the bracket, and you have Sisters saying who are evolving to finish in Blood and Guts, and they've been on the thorn everybody's side. And then you have Megan and Marina, who again also were part of that. And you get a match where you pick the stip. That's gonna influence what's happening on the right side of the bracket. On the left side of the bracket, same deal. It's just to establish teams, because this isn't the end of the tag division in this tournament. People tend to forget this. It's not the end of the entire division. This is just to establish who's gonna be around it. Like, people mad at Taj for losing for some reason.
Tony and Mina should have been this far either. I think it takes a. No, I love them. Hear what I'm about to say. I'm
gonna look real close, but I'm gonna hear you.
Had they won the Blood and Guts match, then yes. And if they weren't involved in the blood and guts match, that would have made sense. But the way they made it seem like Mina Shirakawa absolutely got demolished and killed to the point where Tony was like, "I waved the white flag. I surrender." Like, and she's now all of a sudden she has a nice new outfit and she's fighting. From if you want to talking about having that being what's the word I'm keeping that same pattern, make it make sense. That's like, you know how people are like, oh, he like Will Ospreay, oh, how can he get hit with this move and then all of a sudden kick out at one?
Well, people can
How
cry. I can't lie.
how do you get beat up to the point in a blood and guts match to where somebody has to surrender for you? And then yeah, we're gonna win this match and we're gonna have a whole new song and we're gonna have a whole new dance and I'm just fine and dandy. There's not even like any tape
Well, they're
on
not.
her.
Well, they're not fighting Dandy though. If you watch Collision, they cut the promos and talking about they want revenge, and Mina was all bandaged up there too. It's all
They
about setting the
shouldn't have
stage.
even had that promo. If she was so like dead that day, it should have been like, will she even make it? They could have had Tony come out yesterday alone and then get to the ring and the other team is like, oh yeah, she's by herself, we're gonna beat her.
But they
Then
did do
bring
all those things
out.
though. The
You don't
Tony
have
also
that.
in the same
You
show
don't have
she
her
cut.
in
She
that.
also.
You don't put her in
But
a
they did
match
those.
with a new dance and a whole new thing.
The thing is, they did all those things that you're talking about on that same show. Tony also came in and beat the shit out of Mirror Shafir, talked shit to Mods, all that shit. We gonna come after y'all asses, and they're on the same side of the bracket. They're in the semifinal match. Pick a step, and we didn't mention the Taipei Death matches that they probably pick.
I can't.
There you have it.
There is no way you're justifying this right now. There is
It's
just
not.
no way you're
That's
justifying
exactly what they're telling you. It's not justification. That's what they're telling you.
Marcus. She literally got killed during blood and guts. Tony Storm
She didn't get shot. She got people with a title belt. She didn't get
was
shot.
gave up. She was like, no, I can't. This girl literally got stomped on with glass by Marina Shafir, and you're telling me she was able to come out in a nice new outfit and be like, and do all these moves and proceed? Are you kidding me? Do these matches mean nothing? Does plot mean nothing? It makes
There
no sense.
was. They
If
did
you're
establish a plot though. It does make sense.
if you're gonna keep somebody in a match who literally just they had to literally give up and forfeit this match because she got beat up so bad. You're gonna have her not only cut a promo, but she's all of a sudden all fine. There's no wear and tear on her. She looks perfectly fine. You could have at least sold it during the match like a little oh my god, we're gonna lose, we're gonna win by the skin of our teeth. There was none of that.
You see, I will say, I can, I will say, I can see where you're going with this, but it's not like none of these things didn't happen at any point after the Blood and Guts match. They all did, and the logic between what's going to happen from there informed what's going to happen in the tournament. It's all there set up right in front of you. It's not a complicated roadmap. We got beaten the Blood and Guts match. We're going to get revenge in the tournament. Point blank, that's what's going to happen in the end.
uh,
We'll talk about Ty J. Because you one of them. I heard you was talking about Ty J. You one of them.
What?
I see. Listen, I like Ty J. They're OGs in this division when there wasn't a division.
And Energy are people who, let's be real, they're probably never going to be singles champions. They're probably never going to be it. They're best friends. They want to fight with each other. Those are teams you need to push because those are girls that they will be content enough and satisfied enough because they're with each other and they actually want to achieve something together that they will build and progress with the championship. You're not just gonna. I'm really hoping they don't put it on Tony and Mina. I'm really hoping
they're gonna put on Tony Mina because you don't want your belts on relatively unestablished names. You want it on your biggest stars.
It's 7:29 p.m. on Thursday, November 20th, 2025. If that happens, I'm going to have the most generational crash out. Yes, I'll give the girls their flowers. I'll retweet positive tweets, but I will come on Destination Dynamite and I will have the biggest crash out that you have ever seen.
Hold it to it, chat. Y'all heard it here. If Thomas Love Bombs win this title, she's going to crash out. Y'all heard it here. Super chats like this.
That's like me saying, like, oh my God, I broke my ankle, and then I come out wearing new heels and a full face. A nice
hey man, I've seen people do their thing. I play people on 2 concussions. It is what it is. You do things when you're feeling it in the moment.
I broke my fun fact, I broke my pinky toe last year, and I failed my driving test the first time because I broke my pinky toe and I couldn't properly hit the brake and I ran over a cone. So you're telling me that this girl could literally get killed and then proceed in a match like that and have a whole new dance and fight like nothing happened?
Hey man, you got beat with a belt. You could come back after getting whipped from after a week from a belt. You know, a little bit of glass ain't never hurt nobody like that. You know. I'm just telling you the roadmap is right there, ladies and gentlemen.
So not gagging.
Y'all heard it here first.
At all. Like, I want tag team.
Well, you're getting tag teams, and you have to establish tag teams around it if you want a real well-rounded division. And again,
people that are saying, "Oh, that's your friend." Yeah.
I got a lot of best friends I want to do things with. It ain't gonna happen. I want to go to the NFL. My homies, they ain't never happening. This ain't charity. It is what it is. It don't mean they won't ever win those belts.
Everybody could be a tag team and be in the fucking tag team championship, whatever.
I mean, bro, the tag team championship for the men's side, they weren't a team until like 2 months ago, and they're great. I'm just saying. I'm just telling y'all, everybody. That's the roadmap. That's what we're doing. Yeah.
That's the road I want to be on, honey.
Hey, but now that we talking, okay, let's go and talk that talk, shall we? Let's cool this down. Why don't you? Here, ladies and gentlemen, we're also going to talk about promos of the week that we enjoyed. And here, this is a show that had a lot of backstage promos, which is I'm not the biggest fan of. I like my promos to be in-ring, especially on the go home. But there was one promo in particular that I really did enjoy. And it was the Pac pre-tape on Darby Allin. I made a tweet about this last night that the way Pac talks, it's both incredibly threatening and also incredibly hilarious all at once. Because that Geordie accent, he just sounds like a clown at some points. We have a little vocal inflection. This is honest one-on-one competition, Darby Allin. It's like, brother, you put up to a flaming table a week ago. First of all, he's like, who are you without your little toys and without your little weapons, Darby? Like, brother, he's one of the best in-ring wrestlers in the entire company. He's one of the best technical wrestlers in the company. He can wrestle, but that's the point as a heel. You want to downplay his ability in the ring. You want to call him a daredevil. You want to call him a weapons merchant. That's cool. We know what Darby's about in that regard. But don't play with that mad bag. That bag is deep and it is vast. We've seen it. And this new version of Pac where he's just a power junior, and his finisher being Larry is very funny, and this damn singlet he's wearing kills me. I saw the debut of it in Daly's Place. I was like, first of all, what the fuck is your diet? 2, the discipline you have to maintain this body is crazy. And 3, this thing was wild. So I'm actually
different, but his hair.
I mean, the hair is kind of crazy. Him and short hair is wild to me. And him wearing clothes.
I love it. I feel like he looks more polished, but like in a rugged way. Listen, I don't know how he got so big. I don't care to know. I'm not looking.
British rice and cabbage, baby. British rice and cabbage.
You better say your prayers and eat your vitamins. I'm not gonna open that dialogue. But he looks great. So I'm interested to see how he, does in this match, because his physique looks very different than he once did. He's very
he's more of a power guy now. He's not doing like all the flippies and bibbies that he used to be doing. He can still get it, but again, he's older. Excuse me. He's bigger now. He's changed up his style, fit the Deathfire's aesthetic. I'm really excited. I really like how, as a heel, he just downplayed Darby in-ring wrestling, and he just called him a deathmatch merchant, which it was true. But we know that as a fan, but in his mind, he's trying to paint the picture for the match, and it's straight, like, I'm not going to kill you like I did last week. It's going to be straight one-on-one, may the best man win type shit, but it's going to be rugged. It's going to be physical. I'm excited for it. I want to see how he looks not wrestling Orange Cassidy, because that's been the thing that's been going on like since the Forever Days. Basically, it's a Tom and Jerry ass feud.
The oranges are rotten.
As a singles guy, yes.
As
As a tag
singles,
team wrestler, however,
I, I just like like what is Orange Cassidy doing? Like, what's the end goal here with Orange?
it's like you have to bring him back because he's popular and he's a big babyface for you. But what is he going to end up ultimately doing when
I
guys
love him.
come
Don't get
back?
me wrong. He is one of the first wrestlers from AEW that I actually became a fan of.
Same.
Like, I just,
It's
I
just
don't want.
it's weird.
I'm not hungry.
Nah.
I don't. I'm not hungry.
So nah. But I do take it this is also your nominee for Talk That Talk too. This pre-tape.
No.
What you got for us?
My promo of the week is gonna be Mr. Hangman Adam Page.
Dick surgeon.
Need I say more? Because
Uh,
he he does his best work when he has nothing to lose or when he has that mentality.
and there's
And
an
I
obstacle.
like he turned face way too quickly. Like not everybody has to be a baby face to win a championship. Like
It's like you want
when
to boo him. I wasn't convinced about the heel run until I actually saw it. I thought we could have got a lot more mileage out of it, but I get it. It worked out in the end for what ended up happening on
that
screen.
little dark cowboy thing he had going on, like the loner
Yeah,
cowboy, who he was like, "Listen, I already made it this far, and I already lost ABC, so we just gonna have to scrap." Bring me that as a champion. Be like, all right. He could easily be like, I done burned somebody's house down. I did this. I went through this. I don't have to prove anything to y'all. So whoever wants the championship, you gotta just come fight because I'm prepared to die by it. Why can't he just do this every week?
hey man, we're in times of peace. It is what it is.
I don't want peace.
Anywho, I don't need. I kind of need some negativity in my life on the show because does feel a little too whimsical for me at times. As much as I like it in a vacuum,
Tweeners. I don't know why people feel like, and maybe fans.
I don't really
Uh,
love tweeners because there's too many of them and there's too many cool heels that people just end up turning babyface because before their time. I need like real live like villains on this show. We're
yeah,
missing that. Yeah,
we
let
do
me.
need more. If we're gonna have a baby face, you have to have it like a Danielson type baby face.
Yeah, but he's dead unfortunately. Darby, when we're done with Death Riders, we're gonna talk. Don't worry. And let me see. Got another super chat from Jason Edwards, 1425, $5. Appreciate you. Who do you think eventually beats Mercedes for the TBS title? I'm actually thinking Willow. I'd love for it to be Willow.
I would
I
love for
really
it to
would.
be. I would
Because
need
it's
for.
it's it's full circle because she was the first her debut match in the company winning that TBS title off of Willow. I like that to be a full circle moment for her to win that belt. But at the same time, I do feel like she's ready for the world title. And if she's gonna do the tag division stuff, belly who for her, that's cool. But her in that world title picture just feels right.
It does. I feel like when it does happen, that's gonna be like whoa.
Yeah,
Like
but
I'm
I
coming to
think
get.
yeah, I think they gotta do the tag team with Jamie and Queen Aminati. I like Queen Aminati to get a shot at that when she's healthy.
Mm-hmm.
I like a lot what she's doing. She
There's
adds a lot
quite
to
a
the TV.
that I would love to see beat Mercedes for the TBS title. My front runner is gonna be Willow, if not
Mm-hmm.
Willow, Jamie, or
Hmm.
me.
That's not a bad shot actually. I want to
I
hit that.
like or Rio. You know what? You know who I feel like will eventually beat Mercedes, or not who I think, but who should? Rio. She needs to come back to that top spot because that girl was top dog when Dynamite first came on TV.
Riho, come back to me. I love the performance in the tag match last night. Come back to my screen permanently.
So I'm gonna say Willow will, but it should be Rio. I'm happy with either person though.
Yeah, there's a lot of talents in this roster. It's a much better roster than it was even last year, and there's a lot of top talents that I could see being Mercedes for that belt. You just gotta pinpoint who. And speaking of the tag belts, The other Mikey V, $2. Sisters of Sin are gonna elevate those belts. Don't worry. Yeah, brother. I don't know how you got in here. I don't know if your ticket was forged, but I don't know about that one. I don't know about that one, big bro. I can't
Sisters
co-sign
of
that one.
Oh, ooh, no. I like Sisters of Sin.
I like the act in the sense of I like the aesthetics. I like the look. I like them with Tekla and just Triangle of Madness. However, I do not need them talking because that promo they cut backstage was crazy. They sound like they were in a Charmed reboot. Like y'all don't have to do the whole like back and forth. We are the power of three. We're going to bring sin. We're going to bring toxicity.
If it was Sky and Tekla, I'd be moved.
Julia, however, well, not to get too negative on the show. She's young and she works hard for all intents and purposes. I'm not sure. I don't know her personally. I need the wrestling to get better. Like the look is great. She's over with the fans. People like the aesthetic, and it works with this whole group. I don't need her doing the whole like power of three ass promo style that her and Sky were doing. And shout out Sky Blue, she played her ass off in Blood and Guts. She was great.
Oh, whoa. I mean, I said it. Her, Tekla, and Megan.
MVP's
They
a
really
match for me.
they did their thing in that match. What a showing! I love when women
Great.
are just allowed to fight how they want to fight.
I love women. Did you know that, Jana? I love women very much. Women
You
are
know what?
wonderful.
I'm glad.
Love. Thank you. Thank you very much. And we got shit. Desmond Shea, 42.82, $5. Dante Martin looking like himself in Red Velvet main eventing with Mercedes made me happy. Yeah, me too. I enjoyed the match. She came. I was really happy for Red Velvet to get the opportunity because she came off the neck injuries and it was really affecting her during her little stint in Arena Mexico before she went off TV and all that. Sure. So her getting the opportunity in Mercedes' hometown to wrestle for that TV championship, that was big time. She basically bumped just like Mercedes. They both wanted to die every time they took a bump.
Oh my God.
So
Talk about a selling clinic. My God, I loved it.
that
Wow.
lung blower from the middle rope, dude. Mercedes, if you're listening to this, you're probably not, but if you are, we love you. Keep that in your bag. If that's a super finisher for when you win that belt eventually, keep it going. Please.
I wish there was a way she could, like, because I don't know if you saw on Blood and Guts how she did her moneymaker, the money maker.
She
Uh,
basically is DT Tony on that one.
yeah, but she like grabbed her head a little bit and brought her down, like spiked her a little
Yeah,
bit.
like yeah,
I liked it. If there was a way that she could like, this is like when you're making moves on like a video game. Like if
yeah.
she could,
It kind of it's like a call thing.
you like
Yeah,
have her like that, and then like I don't know, but that lung blower, the way she does it is so good. Shout out
I
Miss
needed
Mort.
to keep that.
Shout out Mr. Mortos. Rar.
Hey, the roar. Hey, you doing your thing on that. Anywho, so one thing I wanted to park here real fast. I want to talk about Okada versus Mascara Dorada in a double Jeopardy match. If Mascara Dorada won, he got a shot at the Unified Championship. If Okada won, the Don Callis family got a chance to wrestle the Sky Team, which is Mascara Dorada, Neon, and Mystico for the CMLL World Trios Championships. And I will talk about the match real quick. One, Mascara Dorada is going to be a multi-millionaire in this business. So he's the best young high flyer in the world. He does a lot of really cool things. He stole the show at All Out. Between Takeshita and Okada. Here, this was a match where you could really see what's in his bag.
Mm-hmm.
There was also that thing where he's a young wrestler, and this is why I like our young wrestlers to a point. I thought he was gonna die a couple of times in that match because he landed on his neck so many times. He tried so many things. Some worked, some didn't work at all. But he just went for it. And if you're in the United States, if you're trying to make a name for yourself over here and you're trying to just have a great showing, just do your thing and empty the clip,
Just
which
go
he
for it.
did. Yeah. Did it work to the benefit of the match at times? No, I wouldn't really say that. But there were instances where I remember one time where Kai just kind of like power bombed him off the top as a reversal. He just landed straight on his head. I was like, oh my God. You are going for it, my boy. Please don't die. But I love the risk taking. Please keep that going. Just throttle, take the pull off the throttle every so often. But fine. So Okada wins the match. Rainmaker 1, 2, 3. Boom, as expected. We get a trios match of the Sky Team versus the Donhouse family, which will be Okada, Hachiseto, and the IWGP World Heavyweight Champion Konosuke Takeshita. And Okada was not happy. Yo, you saw his face when Callis announced that match. He was like, "Nigga, what? Nigga, who?"
I love it because Takeshita, he's somebody that I'm so glad is finally starting, because he doesn't quite have the rocket ship that he should have in AEW just yet. He's someone that I can't wait to see him get the world title. Okada and him, I could really see Okada putting him over in a big way when that time comes.
I fully expect him to do so, and we're building up to this C2, which we'll get to.
Like I need
But,
that. I need to feed families.
Yeah, I will say Takeshita with the IWGP title is going to complicate matters a little bit. I assume he drops it at Wrestle Kingdom in the Tokyo Dome, and Okada's going to get the main event in that show. Funny enough, he's going to retire Tanahashi. So another thing for Okada to brag about. This feud's been money. I've loved every single second of it. It's been real. It's just been them just me mugging each other and them just trying to one up each other in every tag matches. And it's not even a can they coexist. It's an absolute the fuck not they can't coexist. And we're gonna show you every single time we wrestle that we can't coexist. We just have to be two of the best in the world.
It's like only time before one of them is like snaps finally.
Yeah, and Okada did the Rage of Fire in the match too, which was really funny.
I just love Okada. I feel like he's transitioned so well to being a full-time AEW wrestler, because I just love him. I remember there was like when there were talks of him being in like NXT.
He's washed. Let him serve. Book him like Gunther in WWE. y'all can kiss my ass on that.
On the last chance, on the what is it? The Last Chance University.
The last time is now, or whatever the fuck it's called.
Chase University?
Chase, yeah, whatever that is, yeah.
That Last Chance University. Lord have mercy.
You watched that Netflix show, ain't you? Shout out Last Chance You.
But the Chase University stuff, I was like, there's no way that this man could do it. And look at him. He says the B word and people pop. Like, I just love Okada, but it's time for the newer blood and the newer generation, because it is at that time where like all the greats, they're starting to slow down. So I'm excited to see how Takeshita and Okada measure up when that match finally comes.
Yeah, because I like the exchange they had in the All Out match. I like the chemistry in the tag match with Brodito at Wrestle Dream. So I'm really excited for what they do, and I do like they did kind of like my man Zim said. They put Collins' feud in a really nice way. Like the whole Proto Shida thing that they've been doing for months and months. They're real close, tight knit. They've been in the family for a grip, and Okada just being an instigator. And just be like, Proto Okada sounds good. Hey, we're Super. He ain't here. I am though. I got you. I don't know about him, but hey, bro. Like he's just being a little shithead. And by the way, his new theme good. Cry. But what's that? What's that look? Don't give me that.
I'm not gagging.
Come on, man. That theme fire. What you mean?
I don't know. Themes have to grow on me. I'm like indifferent on themes until I hear them at a pay-per-view. Like once, because like when people first come out with new themes, they don't quite have like the full like intro and entrance down pack 100. Like they gotta get their little their little quirks into it, and then I'll see, because it has to grow on me.
I think it's gas. I can't lie. Like it's different. I was like, wait, hold on, what's going on? But the aesthetic and the presentation with it looks great. And also J-pop good.
J-pop good.
Yes. And I'm gonna circle back to this band super chat real quick. I didn't get to it. My fault. $2. Everything's been more important than the belt. More important, I think the Okada Takeshita feud has been the best feud and the best thing on TV. By far, I believe. I do think there just isn't really anybody for Heyman to really work with, and it's kind of killing it. But We'll figure out what happens. We'll see what happens on Saturday. We'll see what happens
Yeah,
after.
I wouldn't say that it's more important. I would say they're more interesting.
Yeah, and sometimes that just kind of happens.
Mm-hmm.
But again, get y'all super chats in. Like this video. Comment on this video. Again, y'all bringing us to the destination. It's a winding road, and y'all are a part of it. Make sure y'all vote in the Real Music poll. Okay, guys, in the chat. We'll bring it up at the end of the show. So just let that be known. And what else we got? What else we got? Oh, there were people talking about that trios match that's on the tailgate brawl. First of all, good. That's a cool thing because one, you're getting it on free. You get on free television instead of paying $50 for it. At least most of the match, because they'll probably bleed into the pay per view like the FTR Jet Speed match did, which is a cool thing. I don't mind it.
I
Neon,
liked it. I don't know why people were so mad that the entrance of the pay per view was like during the match. I thought it was cool because it showed that the pay per view was starting and that the match bled into it.
Yeah, and there's too many times on when we get to these pay per views. It's always pyro, the commentary. Welcome to the show. Blah 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 blah. Here we're kicking off with our opening match. No, do different things. You're the number two company. You should always look to do different things and have different presentations for stuff. A match bleeding into the show was really cool. It's a sense of unpredictability. Like that stuff is awesome. I really loved it. Keep that. You hear me, John? All right. So one more thing. So I'm gonna go in and Kate, if you must, let's go and talk about wrestler of the week. Jana, I'm gonna let you hold it. I'm gonna let you have this one first. So 3 hour show, a whole lot of things happened on it, a whole lot of wrestling. Where are you gonna go?
Ooh. I'm trying not to be biased. Well, no, it's not even me not trying to be biased because, like,
We're on the pod. I mean, you got it's opinions are opinions, you know.
in my humble opinion, wrestler of the week for AEW or in general?
For AW.
AEW?
Yeah.
Ooh. I'm going to do it from last week to this week. Like, measuring what's happened. I think my wrestler of the week was Marina Shafir. I feel like she established herself during her Blood and Guts match, and she is somebody who's going to play a big role in the dismantling of the Death Riders. She's doing her thing, and I don't know, she's kept me really interested. I love what she has to offer, so she is my wrestler of the week.
It's a good show. I like Marina Shafir a lot now. Like, she's a great fit for the Death Riders, and she's been the most important part of Death Riders, excluding Moxley, and at times more than Moxley. And all I know is she won her Blood and Guts match. Mox, you tapped out.
Yeah.
So what we gonna do about that? How we gonna square that?
Honey.
Yeah, she in the tag tournament. She won. She's doing her thing. Shout Mother's Milk, which by the way, that's an actual beat Brazilian Jiu Jitsu maneuver. I had no idea until I looked it up. That's a real move.
You see, I think she's my wrestler of the week for sure. What do you think? Who's your wrestler of the week?
For me, I think I'll go Shelton Benjamin.
Ooh, T. Okay, I can see
Like
that.
his match with Speedball was really, really good. They meshed really, really well. I enjoyed MVP on commentary, basically be like, hey, Speedball got that little hole. We doing this little thing, but stand of excellence, bro. You too big for that. You too strong for that. He gonna power out. See, shows y'all right there.
He's so crisp, and his execution of moves are just. Every time he does like a nice knee, I'm like, oh, it sounds amazing. Like he doesn't overdo it. I love it.
There's no way he's 50 years old. Like there's no way whatsoever.
50?
Yeah, 50 years old.
Whoa.
Still keeping it real. And that big ass super kick he does is like fantastic. He kills people with it. And by the way, Paul Turner, we're gonna talk about you. You my low light of the week. I can't lie. This ain't even a category, but I gotta talk about you real quick, brother. Call the pin, you dumbass. You see, he not getting up. It was a perfect finish. So what happened was, according to Brian Alvarez, he said that Shelton's people called an audible and made that the finish because it just looked cool, and it was the right time to end the match. Which, yes, Shelton was correct in that assessment. They got it. They knew what it was. Paul Turner just saw like Speedball's arm move, and he thought it was like he was kicking out, and he was still going to continue the match. And the MVP just got on the damn guardrail and said, "No, go home, go home." And then they just did it again. Knee strike, kick, 1, 2, 3. Paul Turner and referees out there all across the business, the Fed, Dub, Indies, everywhere. When you see the guy not getting up, he's not moving, he's not putting his shoulders up, call the pin as a shoot. Protects the finish, protects all the other stuff. And if the wrong guy won, whoop-de-doo! The wrong guy won. Wrestling's not real. We can circle back to things later. We can rebook things. Just count the damn 3. Just count the pin.
Doing too much sometimes. It's like sometimes I hate when they when you'll have the wrestlers do like a really close count, like where it's like 2.9 seconds, but the referee makes it seem like a kick out too early. I'm like, girl, they know when they did it. Why are you telling me what's happening?
It's like, bro, they professionals. Let them be professionals. They made a decision to where, okay, this is the right time to end the match. Boom. Let's go. Let's get out of here. Paul Turner, call the pin. They get the wires got crossed. That happens. I understand that, but brother, just count the damn pin.
Just
all right.
count it.
But hey, Shelton Benjamin's number 2 in the Casino Gauntlet for the National Championship. Bobby and Shelton starting off. Hurt Syndicate on Hurt Syndicate violence. I'm locked in. Let's see where Ricochet factors in towards the end of the match. Jet Speed's going to be in as well. Let's go. I want to see a national champ. I like the concept of the belt. I want to see you guys travel with it. I want to see guys outside the company actually compete for it and win it. Let's go.
He returns. That's what I'm excited for.
Yeah, I would probably say that as well. Just to shake up the programming a little bit. Again, ladies and gentlemen, this is your last call for Super Chats. We are on the winding road all the way down to the final destination. Kay, did you have the poll up in the chat? Can you pull it up if you can, please? For the Real Music Award winner. All right. All right, nearing 2. Oh. And the winner was the Mox and Riley tag. Ain't that something? Ain't that something? That's kind of surprised. I can't lie.
No, it was a solid angle. Like, I loved it. I loved that angle. That post-match angle was sick, especially when Kyle O'Reilly, when they were like kicking him, and then he went down, and then he came back up, and he's just
like, I'm actually shocked because I just assumed that Mercedes and them will win, but damn, shout Kyle O'Reilly.
See what happens when you push him.
See, because we're in wrestling right now. We're kind of in a pandemic of people just not getting pushed and people just kind of being stuck in holding patterns. Let's get some new guys on TV. Like, guys in AEW aren't old necessarily, but they've been on our TV for a couple of years, and it's time to move people alongside them for them to have something to do and not wrestle the same guys all over again. But again, we're at the final destination. Like this video, get this up to 100 like my homie Terry and Gory said. Let's do this. Y'all been really, really good. Last call for Super Chats. Like this video, leave a comment. Do all that, man. We really appreciate that. We really appreciate how y'all rocking with us. So,
yeah, thank you.
On the final destination, next week is the Fallout Full Gear. Let's see if Hangman still has that belt. Who was the first national champion? Who's gonna pick the stip in their women's semifinal match for the tag tournament? I'm real excited for. I assume it's gonna be Marina and Megan winning that match, and they're gonna pick like a no DQ or something like that. One, because it fits the Tony and Mina revenge angle, and plus, it kind of hides Marina's limitations, so to speak. And you can just have her do hardcore stuff, which she's much better at than just having a regular old singles match. That's cool. I'm excited. I want to see if Mox is still alive by the end of Full Gear also. Because if you're not alive, Jon Moxley, Next week's episode 2, will be titled the funeral of John Moxley, the death of John Moxley. And Jana, we're black. I'm wearing black. Chat, wear black.
Wear black.
We'll be gathered here today. Yep, y'all hear it. And will Mark Briscoe win that TNT Championship?
Wings, honey.
I'm gonna be eating wings. I'm gonna have everything ready for the repass. Y'all already know what it is with me.
So good.
Right? You don't even know who did.
Literally.
Nah, but so last segment of the day, we're gonna get to this. This is the other major thing that came out of last night's show. The Continental Classic is back, baby. It's starting on Thanksgiving Eve next week, next Wednesday's show. Mm-hmm. We already know how the announcements go. They'll probably do this early in the week on some random YouTube video, like 10 p.m. Papa Circumstance is probably just a really hard thing for him to do. I don't know. But we'll be there. We're going to watch it regardless. It's going to be a killer tournament like it always is. It's the best part of this end of the year for AEW. Who do you think is going to be in it? Who would you like to be in it?
Ooh, I would like Kyle O'Reilly.
Mm-hmm.
I would like Beast Mortos. I feel like I think he needs that moment to prove himself in such a tournament like the C2. I want to see Pac. I want to see who else I don't want to see Mark Briscoe. I don't.
No, I still he'll win the TNT Championship, so I don't think he'll be in it.
I would love, even though I don't think it's going to happen, I would love to see Kenny. I would also love to see... Who else do I want to see?
Kevin Knight's a good shout. Shout out to chat. Kevin Knight's a good one.
Who else? You know what it would have been cool if he was like active right now? Hologram.
You took the words right out of my mouth. Shout out Hologram. I hope you're doing good, Hologram. That injury must have been scary. He's out till at least the end of the year. Shake back soon, bro.
I want to see Gabe Kidd. If it was possible, I would like to see Gabe Kidd in the C2.
The 2 years in the dojo, Gabe Kidd? The Madman Gabe Kidd? Son of Jason Kidd? Jana? Are you okay?
Yeah.
All right.
I'm just a girl. I'm just a girl. I'm just a girl. I'm just a girl.
You were in your 20s. You were not just a girl.
It would be fun. It would be fun. I don't know. Like, what's wrong with fun?
Ain't nothing wrong with fun. Ain't nothing wrong with whimsy, but I don't know about the Madman. I can't hold you. I don't know about that one.
How about Claudio?
He's a mainstay in the tournament. I wouldn't mind him. I like what he's doing. He's a Nazi terrorist.
I would like to see Shibata.
Especially as a heel, I'd like to see him wrestle on that.
Shibata, oh my god. He's so good. To me, I'm like, bro, please, like, give him that little moment. I would love to see Shibata. I don't know why saying Bobby Fish in the comments, please.
Y'all wilding, bro. No. This is all elite wrestling, not all elderly, bro. We not rocking with big low tier, bro. We not rocking with that. But jokes aside, I love Bandito in the tournament. I love him on Okada's bracket. I like him to beat him in the group stage. Yeah, Bandito will be great. Kevin Knight, I'd like to see him get an opportunity in this tournament.
Kevin Knight, good.
Him and Speedball, actually.
That would be cool.
Man, that'd be fire. Swerve.
I would, if it was possible, Shelton Benjamin in the C2.
Yeah, if they don't win the championship, just put him in there and let him just rock out him singles.
You don't need to put him and Bobby, just put him because he would eat. Oh my god, I could see Shelton Benjamin just demolishing.
Yeah, I don't know about Bobby in this type of tournament. I love Bobby, but in a round robin, I don't know about that one.
I need Shelton in this one. Just let him.
Give me Kyle off the muscle. I need Kyle in this off beating Mox. Hopefully he does beat Mox in full gear. I like to see that and carry that momentum in. And again, Darby's good. I like Darby in that tournament.
Darby.
Roddy be awesome.
Roddy would. I mean, Hello.
He's probably pound for
Roddy
pound
was.
the best TV wrestler in the entire world. Like, you give him
They
5 minutes, you
have
give him
a
2 minutes, you give him 20 minutes. Mm.
they have a really good roster that they could play with. I think they just gotta pick the right ones.
Yeah, will Okada still be unified champion if he loses the tournament? And Thompson 782. The answer would be no. It's for his belt. Takesha's absolutely in it. I don't know how it's gonna look with him being the champion. I don't know what the booking will look like politically, but he'll be in it.
I don't
Hechisaro's a
want.
good shout.
Somebody just said Danny Garcia.
Uh,
I think you know what? We'll revisit that next week. I will
yeah,
keep my thoughts until after Full Gear with him and see what he has in store because
yeah. I'm gonna see what's going on. I need you to change them weak ass shorts, bro. Put some panties back on, bro. Do something else. But anyway, that was episode 1 of Destination Dynamite. We have made it to the final stop, heading off the train. Thank you to everybody who came on this journey with us. Hope y'all enjoyed the show. We'll be back with this. Johnny, you killed it. This was awesome sharing the screen with you. And Jess, if you're listening, hope you can be on here with us. Like
yes,
the whole squad gotta be complete.
indeed it does. It was very fun coming back on streams. It's been months and months and months and months and months and months and months. So this is really
In a
fun
minute,
to
we
me.
off the couch. We off the injury list. Great to have you back. Oh, and by the way, Jana, what channel was this on?
What do you mean what channel?
What's the name of the channel?
Self-made, baby.
The Self-Made have a
Self-made.
Patreon.
Self-made does have a Patreon. Self-made also has a Discord.
And
Where
what's
you
the
can
get-in price?
oof. What is
What
it?
big you saying? What big you saying NXT? 5. The low price of $5 gets you in to the
That's
Self-Made
fine.
Discord. Follow the YouTube channel. I mean the Twitter account at Self-Made PW. The link to the Patreon's in the bio. Right there for the low price of just $5 for the low get-in price. Even Tyrese Halliburton pays a get-in price. If you got $5, he definitely got $5.
We're all in
And
there. I pop in every now and again if there's like a little new Japan like stream going on. If they're watching matches, I might pop in. So it's
yeah,
fun.
we be doing our thing in there. We ain't just about matches. $10 get you in to recommend some matches. $20 you get a microphone and talk to the guys. And if you are so generous and if you really hold money like that, you could join our $100 Paragon tier. In the $100 Paragon tier, you recommend a full show, a full movie, a full pack of matches, all that stuff. If you want to do that, holla at Crystal Bread, the king of the damn Paragons, the Paragon Prince himself. Shout out Crystal, shout out Paragons, shout out everybody in the Self-Made Discord. And it's me, old Self-Made Marcus himself, signing off with Jana.
Yes.
Self-made shit, self-made forever. 1.